Thanks, Ed, here at UCLA with Coach Fizdale. And Coach, this is your home.
Yeah.
We're back in your home. What kind of emotions come up for you with this Knicks team here in Los Angeles?
Oh, you know, it's my whole basketball world was shaped here, especially in this gym. We played a lot of pickup games in UCLA growing up when they would let us, the older guys would let us. But, you know, and obviously I run around these streets my whole life. You know, I know every inch of this place. And so, you know, when you come back and, you know, you're going to have about 20, 25 people in the crowd with tickets and all of that, to know you're the head coach of the Knicks coming back to LA, that's pretty cool.
You've talked about how you're a basketball romantic. Here you are in the house that John Wooden built. You're the head coach of the Knicks. How does that resonate with you when this comes together?
Well, you know, the Wooden teams and, you know, a lot of those UCLA players that came out underneath Coach Wooden, they really, we looked up to them. And everybody wanted to win because of John Wooden's teams. That was just part of the deal. And, you know, I was saying earlier, I was lucky enough to meet him once, and what a presence, what an honor that was to meet him. I still have a lot of autograph stuff that he, you know, signed for me that day that I've held on to and cherished. And you know, his impact on LA basketball in general and basketball overall has stuck with me.
So you grew up in South Central. Tell us how that growing up, what was that like for you, and how has it sort of shaped who you are today?
Well, you know, it obviously was a tough time in LA, and there was a lot of stuff going on then that's still happening now, unfortunately, with the you know, the police videos and police brutality and things like that. And so, you know, we kind of grew up in a world of you know, somewhat fear in a lot of ways, because it was either gang violence or if you got pulled over by police, you wasn't sure how that was going to go. So we had a tight-knit group that kind of got each other through it. A lot of the kids that I grew up with playing junior high basketball, a lot of us went to the same high schools. We all protected each other. We stayed close. We were lucky enough to have really committed coaches. You know, my coach Al Birdsong, who's been with me since, you know, I was 7, 8 years old. He's just been so protective of me and all of us. You know, it's a lot of guys that came out of here together at the same time. It was, you know, Kevin Ollie and Cedric Sabalas and Chris Mills, and, you know, we just had a little hotbed of players. But we were lucky enough to have adults around us, coaches around us that really cared about us, you know. And the Harvey Katanis at Fairfax High School, the Ed Azams, Willie West at Crenshaw, Sam Sullivan, my cousin at Fremont. All of these high school coaches really had a vested interest in us and our success. And, you know, to grow up in such a rough environment, for a lot of us to make it out and be successful, it's a testament to those people.
And I know you said you've taken a lot of pride in being a basketball player at that time, and you're talking about the adults at that time that influenced you. But what did the game do for you?
It did everything. It kept me away from situations that could have been the wrong way. It kept my mind away from things that, you know, were going on around us at the time. You know, whether it's a friend that's getting killed, or, you know, a buddy's going to prison for something, or, you know, anything like that. You know, a friend's parent ODs. You know, as a kid, you just didn't want to have to think about that stuff, and basketball was my escape for that. And so that's why I said we always had a place to go with people that our parents trusted, you know, to go get away from that kind of stuff. And I was just really lucky to have that.
And I know you said in the past, too, that you really appreciate the fact that you have a platform to influence some of the people around you now in the game and be a good influence. What does it mean to be the head coach of the Knicks back in LA doing what you love still?
It's huge because, you know, I'm very close to a lot of people here still, and it's a lot of young people that's coming up in LA that, you know, I know their uncles and their aunts and so to show them that, you know, it's possible that you can come from something and really turn into something, you know, that you've been dreaming about. That's a real thing. And, you know, for me being the head coach of the New York Knicks, you know, for my family to see me coming back into the Forum with this team, a storied team, you know, it's just an honor, and I don't take it light.
And Coach, before I let you go, I do have to ask you one question. So we've got some awesome pictures of you They're pretty great from Natasha, but you were wearing a Spurs jersey in one of those shots.
Our junior high team.
Okay.
Our junior high team, and that's our junior high team. We were called the BMV Spurs.
Okay.
And our rivals was this crosstown team called the K&E Bulls. And so I had to wear the Spurs jersey, you know, and I'm sure Pop would love to hear this one. But that was our team. All of us came through there. Like I said, those guys I named, Cedric Sabalas, Chris Mills, Kevin Ollie, myself, we all played for the BMV Spurs. And so, yeah, I had to rock. And I was wearing, you know, then I thought I was Isaiah Thomas was who I thought I was at wearing number 11. I think that picture y'all got was a 7th grade picture or something. It's terrible.
The prom look was pretty good too.
Listen, I'm telling you, I had the Jordans, I wore the shorts, and my grandfather approved all of it. My mom was so peed off about this. She wanted me to wear the whole tuxedo and look like a, and here I am. And that's why I laugh at these guys, because I wasn't much different. I was trying different stuff and doing crazy stuff, and my grandfather gave the okay, and that's the picture you got.
I love it. The Jordans are amazing. Coach, enjoy your time back here, and we're grateful that you're in New York now, but thanks for your time.
Thank you.